Thank you for your patience. Would like to call the Hammond Redevelopment Commission meeting to order. It's August 3rd, 2021. It is now 4:32. The meeting will begin. Can you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Mr. Myers, can you lead us, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. It's been a while since we've done that.
Yeah,
Good to see everybody.
good to see everybody as well.
Okay, can we get a roll call, Cynthia, on tonight's commissioners?
Talmadge.
Here.
Soto Presley.
Here.
Kasperky. Myrick.
Here.
Poppridge.
Here, for the record, we have 4 present tonight with 1 absent. Number 2 is a declaration of conflict of interest. Number 3, communications.
None were received.
Okay, that brings us to number 4, our minutes dating May 4th, 2021.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to accept the minutes for May 4th, 2021.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. That's for minutes dating May 4th, 2021. Let's have a roll call then, please.
Talmadge.
Yes.
Soto Presley.
Yes.
Kasperky. Myrick.
Yes.
Poppridge.
Yes, motion passes 4 yes, 1 absent. Number 5 is our homebound conditional forgivable loan approval. Looks like we have 2 applicants.
Yes, both of them should be on Zoom, and I'd like to make a note for Kimberly McAfee. The address should read 6523 McCook.
Different address?
So Locus is, okay, gotcha.
That was for Kimberly. That was for Kimberly,
Yeah.
Yes,
and you said it was 20.
6523 McCook.
Okay. Are both of the applicants on the Zoom call?
Yes, they are.
Okay. So well, we just have a couple questions we ought to ask our applicants. So we're gonna start with Miss Laura, and I'm not even gonna try and butcher your last name. How did you hear about our program?
Can't hear you.
I can see a lips movement, I can't hear.
Can't hear you.
YouTube unmute. Bottom left corner.
Now we can hear
Oh,
you.
there you go.
So the question was, how did you hear about our program?
My lender told me about it.
Okay, may I ask who your lender is?
It's Sharon with American Financial Network.
Okay. Are you a first-time home buyer?
Yes.
Okay. And then for Miss Kimberly McAvee, how did you hear about our program?
You're muted.
You're muted. Unmute yourself.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am. So how did you hear about our program?
I heard that through other people that I know who purchased homes for the first time and they were telling me about it.
Okay, good. Are you also a first-time home buyer?
Yes.
Okay. Does any of the other commissioners have any questions for these 2 applicants?
No. Sounds good.
Well, Mr. President, I make a motion for the approval for the homebound conditional forgivable loan program for Laura. I'm gonna just butcher it, Magdalene at
Malagon.
Malagon and and for Miss Kimberly McAvee.
I got your back, Miss Malagon.
Thank you.
I second that.
Okay, we have a motion then and a second. That's for the homebound conditional forgivable loan approval for the 2 applicants that joined in through Zoom tonight. And thank you for that. If there's no further questions or discussion then, roll call.
Talmadge.
Yes.
Soto Presley.
Yes.
Kasperky. Myricks,
Yes.
Hawbridge.
Yes, motion passes 4 yes with 1 absent. Congratulations.
Congratulations, welcome to Hammond.
Congratulations.
You may stay on, or if you want to sign off, you may also.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great evening.
You too.
Okay, number 6 is a subordination request approval for Heather Gray at 7214 Wicker Avenue. And we have one for Rebecca and Daniel Jimenez.
Yes, they are both present on Zoom. And they're both refinancing to receive a lower interest rate and also to receive a lower payment.
That looks pretty cut and dry to me.
What do you think?
Yeah, it looks pretty cut and dry.
Lovely. Yeah.
Everybody good with it, or?
Both of them were not able to receive a waiver they used the same lending company. When I asked for a waiver for an appraisal, they both told me that they don't have that because it's not required. So they gave the letter instead.
Yeah, that's okay. If there's no other questions from anyone, Mr. President, I make a motion for the approval for the subordination request for Ms. Heather Gray at 7214 Wicker Avenue and Rebecca and Daniel Jimenez at 840 Cherry Street.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. That's for the subordination request approval for Heather Gray, 7214 Wicker. Also Rebecca and Daniel Jimenez at 840 Cherry Street. Let's have a roll call then, please.
Talmadge,
Yes.
Soto Presley,
Yes.
Casperky, Myricks,
Yes.
Hawbridge.
Yes, motion passes with 4 yes and 1 absent.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You may sign off if you like. If not, you can stay on and join us. Okay, number 7 is approval request from NIPSCO to temporarily use Hammond Redevelopment Commission-owned property. That's at 173rd Street in Columbia as a staging area.
Members of the commission, I received a request from a technician from NIPSCO requesting to use the property at 173rd Street in Columbia as a staging area for some work that he will be doing on an adjacent property. And I told him because the property is owned by the Redevelopment Commission, he would have to receive approval. I also spoke with our counsel who stated that he would also have to sign a hold harmless agreement as we've done before when someone has used the property. He said that it was he'll just basically be having material stored there. He'll clean everything up if there's any type of problems. He doesn't anticipate it being that long, possibly for like a month. And so he just wanted to know if he could use it for that purpose. I told him it would have to go before this commission to receive approval.
That would have been my only question.
The only concern I would have is if someone's going to be there, what kind of liability is that to us regarding their things?
So in the past, we've had folks and companies use our property as staging areas. What Africa was referring to is a license agreement to use the property for a specified period of time. And as part of that agreement, they would indemnify us and hold us harmless from any damage to the property, right? So he's already said he's going to clean it up afterward, but he's going to have to restore the property to the condition it was in when he first went there, and also he'd have to indemnify and hold us harmless from any liability that would result during the term of his use. So with those parameters, you've done it in the past.
Okay.
Yeah, we've done a lot of that downtown Hammond.
Somebody other than me gonna make the motion?
I have no objection, so if anyone wants to entertain a motion on it.
I make a motion for the approval of the request from NIPSCO to temporarily use Hammond Redevelopment Commission owned property at 173rd Street in Columbia as a staging area.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Let's have a roll call, please.
Talmadge,
Yes.
Soto Presley,
Yes.
Casperky, Myrick,
Yes.
Hawkridge.
Yes, motion passes. 4 yes, 1 absent.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, number 8's determination of compliance with the Woodmar Gateway Economic Development Area plan for an Encore Car Wash at 7855 Cabela Drive.
Good evening, Mr. President, Commissioners. Thank you for your time tonight. My name is Chris Kane. I'm the owner of Encore. Happy to be here tonight to represent and answer any questions that you may have directly. I can give you a little background as to development, what we're looking to do. So we're looking to purchase parcel Cabela Drive, Lot 2, and develop it into an express car wash. The facility would allow customers to come in, drive through the car wash itself, stay in your car the entire time. You come out and you have the ability to use the free vacuums. The project would create 2 full-time positions in a manager, site manager, and assistant manager, and approximately 10 part-time positions, as well as support 3 outside positions in regard to maintenance administration and a regional manager. We've been working with staff in regard to early documents so far as architecture, elevations, engineering. We've submitted some of these things already for review, preliminary review, and I'm happy to answer any of the details or specifics in regard to those as well.
So I have a question for Africa, David. Is this the same site where they were proposing to build the gas stations a couple years ago?
No, the gas station will be, which was formerly it will be Casey's now. It's on Indianapolis Boulevard. It's not the exact same spot.
Okay, that was my only question.
Yeah, 1 second. Just looking at something. Yeah, okay, Mr. Kane, thank you. If
Sure.
you have any questions, we'll call you back up.
Great.
Thank you.
Good evening, Board. Yeah, so I'm going to read over the staff report in regard to the determination of compliance with the Woodmar Gateway Economic Development Area Plan for the Encore Car Wash, 7855 Cabela Drive. So Chris Kane, who had just spoken, and others are prospective purchasers of the newly subdivided Lot 2 of the re-subdivision of Block 2, Cabela's Gateway Edition. This property is located south of the Cabela store between I-80-94 off-ramp and Cabela Drive. This new subdivision contains 4 lots for future development. This is just one of them. The intent is to construct a car wash / auto laundry. The car wash building is to be 6,320 square feet. Vehicles will be pulled through the car wash tunnel, and the development includes a 3-lane pay station, 52 car queue. The development also includes cross-access to the proposed culverts on the south and the 2 lots to the north that are available for development. The development will construct a median crossing to facilitate left-turn movements exiting the development onto southbound Cabela Drive. The total investment is projected to be approximately $4 to $5 million, as he stated. And he already got into the job figure, so I'll gloss over that. The project is located in the Woodmar Gateway Economic Development Area, obviously, and this EDA was designated in 2005. The overall goal of the plan is to provide a tool to convert what was a formal golf course into this retail development, sensitive to the river, floodplain, and residential developments on the west. Any proposed development would attract investment that would serve local, regional, and transient consumers. Development would be integrated both functionally and aesthetically with the existing land uses and development in the vicinity. High standards of development and design to distinguish the area's appearance of structures and building were to be encouraged. Subject property is designated as a portion of Phase 2 within this plan. This area was to be developed for complementary business to the Cabela's destination retail facility. So this proposed car wash is designed with a combination of brick, limestone, and a standing seam metal roofing. Site plan, drainage, and landscaping have received preliminary technical review. Staff has raised the issue that the proposed roof signs are prohibited in the zoning ordinance, and we will continue to discuss alternatives with the developer. A conditional use permit for the car wash is required from the Board of Zoning Appeals, which we are also working with the developer on. So The analysis, the premise of the goals and objectives in the economic development plan is to make sure that the new development is compatible to Cabela's and aesthetically and architecturally of high quality. So with all this in mind, staff recommendation reads as staff recommends that the Redevelopment Commission make a determination that the proposed development of the Encore Car Wash is in compliance with the goals and objectives of the Woodmar Gateway Economic Development Plan, subject to the following conditions. 1, final technical review. 2, resolution of the sign issue. And 3, approvals by the Board of Zoning Appeals. Any questions?
Just a couple for Mr. Kane again, if you don't mind.
Yeah, come on up. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you, Tom.
Can you tell me a little bit more on Encore? Like, are you, is it family, privately owned? Do you have any other car wash? Because I've never heard of Encore.
We are a new brand, so this will be our second development. We're developing right now in Plainfield, Illinois, in construction. This will be our second development, and we're looking at a series of additional units. We are privately owned, myself, my brother, and we have one other partner as well.
I did see that in Plainfield, because I kind of looked it up today, but I was just
Yeah.
trying to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are
It's
you like a competitor? You've heard of like Crew Car Wash out there in Maryville and 30?
heard of them, yeah. I don't have any experience directly with them, but yeah, they're a good operator.
Okay. And what kind of hours of operation are you going to be doing?
Likely 7 a.m. to 8 p.m.
7, 8, okay.
I do have one other question for you. You're not gonna do detailing?
We are not. No, we're not.
Just a car wash?
Correct.
Yeah, I think it's a great location there, so people coming in and out of Walmart and Cabela's.
Yeah, we're excited about it. I think it fits in with all the happenings going on in that development over there currently, so.
I live just right down the road, so I'll be using it.
Look forward to seeing you.
I need it now.
Me too.
That's all I have, so, yeah, I think everybody will be excited once you get it up and running.
Great. We will as well. Anybody else I can answer any questions for?
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion for the acceptance of determination of compliance with the Woodmar Gateway Economic Development Area Plan for Encore Car Wash, 7855 Cabela Drive.
I'll second that.
Does the motion include the 3 conditions contained in the staff report?
Including the 3 conditions stated earlier. Is that okay?
In the staff report.
In the staff report. Is that good?
That was good. Is that your second, Dawn?
Yeah, I second that.
Okay.
Thank you.
I thought that's what I heard the first time. I just wanted to make sure.
I heard it too.
Yeah, there was 3 subjects too, so thank you. All right, we have a motion then, and a second. There's no further questions or discussion. Let's have a roll call.
Talmadge,
Yes.
Soto Presley,
Yes.
Kasperky, Myricks,
Yes.
Hawbridge.
Yes, motion passes 4 yes with 1 absent.
Thank you, Mr. President, Commissioners. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, another exciting project, same area. We've got number 9, determination of compliance with Woodmar Gateway Economic Development Area Plan for Culver's Restaurant, 7905 Cabela Drive.
Yeah, everything that guy just said and the staff report have the same, just instead of Encore, just say Culver's. Actually, the petitioner on this one is Hammond RE LLC, who will be the developer of the restaurant on which the Culver's will be operated. So they will be 2 separate entities. One will be the operating entity, the other will be the real estate entity, which is pretty common. So what we are proposing is about a 4,200 square foot restaurant. If you would like to see a model of the exact restaurant that will be built, we just built one in St. John, Indiana, which is about a probably 25, 30-minute drive straight down 41, right outside the Target and the Strax. The Highland one is a little different. The Crown Point one is also a little different, but the replica would be in St. John. We hope to get construction going here in the next month or so. If we are able to accomplish that task, then we would hope to be open before Lent of next season. Hey, Africa, nice to see you. In doing so, we'd have about a month lead-up time into our busiest season of the year. We hope to employ about 60 full-time employees at this location. As you will see, you should have schematics, elevations, drawings, et cetera. I don't know if the sign plan was shared with you all or not, but it is a restaurant that is developed in partnership with our, what we call our support center up in Prairie du Sac, Wisconsin. With those plans come specified drawings, layouts, aesthetics, design models. We also work with a local landscaper to landscape the restaurant as well. Obviously, we want our guests to feel invited into our restaurant, and part of that is the way that it looks and the decor on the inside, but also the welcoming features on the outside. One interesting feature of this restaurant, instead of having a curb cut in the parking lot, we're going to have parking pylons. So instead of having guests come up and step up onto a curb, it's going to be flush with the asphalt itself, but we will have blue parking pylons, like kind of those concrete pillars, all around the parking lot instead of a curb cut. We're excited about that. That's a new feature. Also, you'll see from the design, the drive-through is a unique feature to our family of restaurants because instead of stacking in line, we actually stack side by side. That creates a little more room for our vehicles to stack, also creates a little more order. That also allows us to make sure that we can maneuver vehicles if we need to get through that pass-through lane. Because if everybody's in line and kind of congested, it's hard to free up that space in case there's an emergency. Anything else you would like me to mention? I can do your job for you too. 60 full-time employees. That will include several managers, several assistant managers. We'll have a general manager. Africa had the delight to meet Kyle the other day, which is his last name, Kyle Day. He is going to be our GM for this restaurant. He's actually grown up. We say that he likes to bleed blue. And so we're really excited about him coming on board. He'll have an ownership in the restaurant as well. So yeah, he will be a good operator, responsive operator. If there's any issues with the city, he'll be on top of that. And counsel here that's present for you knows how to get a hold of me pretty easily as well. And my side job, I'm also a lawyer, so.
Your side job, you what?
I'm a lawyer.
Oh.
Well, I guess I'm a
One of them,
masochist,
huh?
but also a lawyer, yeah. So, but I am here to answer any questions. Obviously, we're really excited about coming to this community. It's been a long time coming. As Ms. Carver knows, we've been talking, trying to find the right spot. Finally got hooked up with Bass Pro / Cabela's. This is lot 1 of block 2. I know Encore Car Wash is going on lot 2, which is directly adjacent to the north of our development. We are the first lot as you come off of the exit from the expressway and curl around into the Walmart and Cabela's development. So we're excited for the exposure. We're excited to be a part of the community. We love to serve our communities as well. We're one of the top 10 in the nation as far as giving back to our communities that we're involved in. So that's something that we really wear with a badge of honor. So if you have any questions, I'm here for you. Staff will give a report as well, but if you have any follow-up, feel free to let me know. Okay. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks, John.
Okay, Tom, can you give us your overview?
Oh, it's pretty good. Okay, yeah, so as stated, this is determination of compliance with the Woodmark Gateway Economic Development Area Plan for the Union Culvers, which will be at 7905 Cabela Drive. So Hammond RE LLC, prospect purchaser of the newly subdivided Lot 1, as he said, of Block 2 of Cabela's Gateway Edition. As he stated, south of the Cabela store between the I-80-94 off-ramp and Cabela Drive. The new subdivision contains 4 lots for future development, with 2 spoken for. The intent is to construct the Culver's Restaurant with a double drive-through. It'll be 4,060 square feet. The double drive-through set up to have a 5 to 6 car queue spaces at the menu board, with an additional area in the parking lot and 11 spaces after the pay window, like he was talking about, with a bypass lane. The restaurant also includes a 28-seat maximum fenced-in outdoor seating space. A total of 68 parking spaces are provided, and the development also includes cross-access, the proposed Encore Car Wash on the north, which we just heard from. And the entrance of the development will align with the south entrance into the Walmart. As he said, he's the first one there. So The total investment is projected to be approximately $3 million, and as he said, with an expected 60 full-time jobs. The project's located in the Woodmar Gateway Economic Development Area, place designated in 2005. I don't think I really need to go through all that paragraph as we had gone through it last time. Remains the same kind of standards and all that. The area was to be developed for complementary business for the Cabela's destination retail facility, and so this proposed culvert is designed in accordance with the standard design as far as the stone and siding materials. The design uses pilaster details with cornice trim and capitals. Site plan, drainage, and landscaping have received preliminary technical review. The signage is pending staff review. The outdoor seating will need a conditional use permit from the Board of Zoning Appeals. A conditional use permit for the outdoor seating is always required from the Board of Zoning Appeals for seating of over 8. And we are working with them on that. The analysis, the premise of the goals and objectives in the economic development plan is to make sure that the new development is compatible to Cabela's and is aesthetically and architecturally of high quality. With all that in mind, the staff recommendation reads as staff recommends that the Redevelopment Commission makes a determination that the proposed development of the Culver's Restaurant is in compliance with the goals and objectives of the Woodmar Gateway Economic Development Plan, subject to the following conditions. 1, final technical review, including the signs, and 2, approvals by the Board of Zoning Appeals. Thank you. Any questions for me or for John? Or?
No, thank you, Tom. It's very good presentation. I've eaten there frequently, so I'm very familiar with your restaurants. And
Members of the commission, I'd also like to say that in various meetings that I've had with his dad, Mr. Fred Terpstra, I did have the opportunity to visit the St. John location. It is a very nice location, and I actually, after the meeting, I ordered in the drive-through, so I was able to see the multiple drive-through. It actually worked very well. There was a very good flow of traffic. All the stores are always very clean. They're always very friendly, so I definitely believe they'll be a good addition to the city of Hammond. We're very happy to have you as well.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you.
yeah, I've spoken to Fred too. We had an event at Lost Marsh to draw up business, and I know it's been on the back burner a long time to bring Culver's to Hammond, so.
It is
Stop
happening.
there after you get your car
Going to
washed.
happen.
He was also involved with Highland Department Store too, many years, so.
Yeah, yeah,
Great
my
business.
grandfather started that store when he got back from the war. It started as a cobblery, and it grew to Highland Department Store. And so my dad took on that as well. And then he went into oil changes, then he went into portable sanitation, and now he's into Culver's, so. Never know. Tim is a cousin of mine, yep. Yep, and the Terpstras on Colfax and 45th, those are my grandpa's brothers, so.
Oh, really?
My grandpa did the department store, and his brothers did the small engine repair and marine shop. Yep. Yep, perfect.
Yeah, a lot of roots that family has in Northwest Indiana. Thank you.
Yep.
Mr. President, if no one has any other questions or objections, I'd like to make a motion for the determination of compliance with the Woodmar Gateway Economic Development Area Plan for Culver's Restaurant, 7905 Cabela Drive, subject to the 2 staff recommendations.
Do we have a second?
Oh, I gotta say what they are. Duh. The final technical review, including the signs and the approval by the Board of Zoning Appeals.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. There's no further questions or discussion. Okay, roll call, please.
Talmadge,
Yes.
Soto Presley,
Yes.
Kasperky, Myricks,
Yes.
Poppridge.
Yes, motion passes 4 yes, 1 absent.
Thanks, everybody. We're really excited about this partnership.
And by the
We'll
way,
talk soon, Ms. Tarver.
when I was talking to my wife, I think at my package, she said, if you don't do nothing else, you better get this approved.
Yeah, my husband's.
And she was right. Thanks, everybody.
She didn't care about a dirty car.
No,
If you're opening around Lent, we'll probably have to get a fish sandwich first, and they are very good there, so.
Yeah, the cod is really good, and then around Lent, we have walleye. It only lasts about a couple weeks, so if you want, we're just giving a slot of it, and then when it's out, it's out, so, yeah. All right, thanks again, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you. All righty. Brings us to number 10 then, approval of the third amendment to option agreement for for 35 State Street.
Want me to do it? So we've been working with this potential buyer for a while, and if you'll recall, there was environmental issues that they were investigating. That was part of the option, and this is the third amendment, which would extend the time to the end of this year for them to exercise the option. And I know as a Realtor, Mr. Myricks is very familiar with these types of option agreements.
Yeah, I know, I hate.
He just doesn't like when they get to 7, 8, and 9.
Yeah, you know, as soon as I saw it, I was like, man, we addressed this before. But I guess, you know, it is what it is.
Well, I think one of the things that we have to remember too is with the extension of the different agreements, it's on a, definitely on a case-by-case basis as determined by this board. And we have been working very closely with the developer. There are some issues that he is actively seeking to address, so that's why he wanted an extension in time. So he has been in communication with this administration regarding moving this project forward.
Yeah, I don't think it hurts us. Property's been
The property has been vacant
for a lot of years, so.
Yeah.
So if we got him at the table and we can get close to a deal, that would be great.
I'm fine with it.
You go ahead.
All right, well, if there's no further questions or discussion, Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion for the approval of the Third Amendment to option agreement for 35 State Street.
I second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. That's for the approval of the Third Amendment to option agreement for 35 State Street. Can we have a roll call, please?
Talmadge,
Yes.
Total Presley,
Yes.
Hesperky, Myricks.
Yes.
Hawbridge.
Yes, motion passes. 4 yes, 1 absent. Okay, number 11 is approval of proposal for professional engineering services for the review and comment of the West Lake Corridor plan set.
Members of the commission, you have a document in your packet that the city engineer, Dean Button, will discuss at this time.
Thank you,
You're welcome.
Ms. Tarver. I appreciate that. Well, good to see the board back in
Good to see
chambers.
you as well, Mr. Butler.
Always great to see you folks. So the Westlake's coming, and the engineering department's been buried with plan reviews. You can't imagine how much effort is going on. And so I asked the chief of staff for some help. And because it's primarily centers around the downtown area and the development that we're doing downtown, it was suggested that the funding come from the downtown TIF. We are requesting to contract with Nice Engineering to help with plan reviews, particularly the site civil sorts of alignments that are being done with water and sewer, the crossings of the train where they go over the cross streets, right? So like Detroit and Waltham and Douglas and those sorts of streets. So the amount of the contract is just a stipend of about $20,000. And we'll definitely be under budget for that. But it was just a way to try to offload some effort that we needed to get done fairly quickly. And so I would ask for your blessing on this and would entertain any questions that you might have.
Well, in my business, time is of the essence. So, if it needs to be done, it needs to be done.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Especially at this stage.
Yeah, we're so close.
Yeah, I mean, it's 2025 when the train will start running.
But
So,
still,
but the construction is due to start this fall. So we're just trying to stay one step in front of them. And I just left a call to come here. I was talking to Nick D about all the betterments that Hammond has requested, which aren't that many, to be honest with you.
Thank you, City Engineer Dean Button.
Thank you.
Well, Mr. President, if there are no other questions or discussion, I'd like to make a motion for the approval of proposal for professional engineering services for the review and comment of the Westlake Corridor plan. That should be site. says set, but shouldn't that be site? Should be plan site or set?
Set,
It should be set?
set, yeah.
Okay.
Westlake Plan set,
All right.
yes, sir.
Let me just restate it again then. Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion for the approval of proposal for professional engineering service for the review and comment of the Westlake Corridor Plan set.
Yes, sir.
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Let's have a roll call then.
Talmadge,
Yes.
Soto Presley,
Yes.
Kasperky, Myrick,
Yes.
Hopperidge.
Yes, motion passes 4 yes, 1 absent.
Thank you to this venerable commission. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, brings us to number 12, reports. Ms. Africa Tarver, it's good to see you in person. Would you like to share anything?
Good to see you as well. I don't have anything to bring before the commission at this time, other than we're just really excited about a lot of the developments that are taking place in the city. We had Culver's today. We had a car wash. I think I saw some of you at the UniFirst ribbon cutting.
I was there.
Yeah, so you were at that ribbon cutting. We also had the agreement with the YMCA. So we have a lot of things that are taking place within the city of Hammond. I know I'm missing some of the developments, but it's a really exciting time for Hammond, especially because we just came out of we're still in a pandemic, but last year there was really no movement based on what was going on within the nation. And, you know, we were living through a pandemic, and we're still living through it now. We're just coming out of some things and being able for development to move forward. So it's an exciting time for Hammond, and I think that really speaks to all the departments in the city that really work together to keep moving the city forward.
Yep, I agree. I'd like to thank you, Africa, and your staff for your hard work and
Thank you.
behind the scenes meeting with all these different businesses to bring to Hammond, and especially our Mayor Tom McDermott, his vision as well with economic development. Thank you
so much.
All right, number 13 then is our bills, register of claims. Looks like,
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to pay the register of claims for April 28th, 2021 through July 28th, 2021 for register of claims for register of claims number R59858 through R60294 inclusive.
Second.
okay, we have a motion and a second. That's for the register of claims dating April 28, 2021 through July 28, 2021. Claim R59858 through claim R60294. Is there any questions or discussion on these claims for staff? Okay, roll call on the claims.
Talmadge,
Yes.
Soto Presley,
Yes.
Kasperky, Myrick,
Yes.
Hopperidge.
Yes, motion passes 4 yes with 1 absent. Okay, number 14 is new and unfinished business.
Members of the commission, I have 2 items for your consideration tonight. The first one is approval of a no-load safety test. In your package, you will find information from Otis, Made to Move You, the service and repair order for elevators at the equipment location is Hammond Development Corporation, 5246 Holman Avenue. On our Zoom call, we have the Executive Director of Hammond Development Corporation, Jen Bussey. She's on the Zoom call today to answer any questions regarding this and the work that will be performed.
Hello, Ms. Jen Bussey.
Hello, nice to see you.
Yes, I see you on the screen, but I want to see you in person. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Well, I'm cold, so I have to grow out a little crazy.
You look beautiful.
If you would just like to, I'm familiar with this, but if you want to share a little bit overview for the commissioners here on this.
So the HomeNet is a safety load test. It's done yearly through Otis Elevator, is the one that will perform the test. In order to get our license,
Okay, thank you, Jen.
What kind of test did she say it was?
It's just a safety mechanism test.
So, one of you ladies want to make this one?
I make a motion to approve the no-load safety test by Otis Service and Repair.
I second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Is that a roll call then, please?
Talmadge,
Yes.
Total Presley,
Yes.
Casperkey, Myricks,
Yes.
Hopperidge.
Yes, motion passes 4 yes, 1 absent.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Members of the commission, the second item for your consideration tonight is a bid tabulation and review. Bids for the Windridge Park and Jacob Square project were opened on July 27th, and 3 bids were received. As read at the bid opening, the apparent low bidder was Golf Construction with a bid of $235,500. Bids were also received by some other, by Lawson and Gary Up as well. Upon reviewing the bid from Golf Construction, it appears to be complete and responsive to the bidding documents, and Keith Sadler, the project manager, has no concerns with Golf Construction being awarded the project based on their experience with the quality of their work and their responsiveness to the bidding documents. The contract can be awarded at this point for a contract price, as stated, of $235,500, as well as a recommendation from the city engineer saying he is in agreement with this recommendation as well. And a thumbs up from the city engineer.
Mr. President, if there's no further discussion or questions, I'd like to make a motion for the approval of the Windridge Park at Jacob Square project, the bid tabulation and review.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Looks like there's no questions then. Roll call, please.
Talmadge,
Yes.
Total Presley,
Yes.
Casperkey, Myricks,
Yes.
Hopperidge.
Yes, motion passes 4 yes, 1 absent.
Thank you.
All right, then, number 15 is public comment. Public comment is open. If anybody would like to come up and speak, you may do so. If anybody's on Zoom. Okay, then, public comment is closed. Number 16, then.
Mr. President, I make a motion to adjourn.
I second that.
We have a motion and a second. Can you all signify by aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Meeting is adjourned. Good night, everyone.